Wow. What a mess. This is all on the floor in my garage for like the past 3 weeks. But guess what? The Challenger is finally done. So I'm gonna roll it out in a minute, start it up so y'all could hear it. Go over what still needs to be fully completed before it's actually 100%. Right now it's at about 90%. There's a couple of things I have to adjust. I'll just go over that right now. So I'm gonna cut away most of this fiberglass, paint it black, put gold wrapping on it to dissipate the heat so it doesn't fade the paint. On the top here, I have to move this back or dent this in right here because the banjo bolt keeps hitting the fender right there. Other than that, it just needs a proper tune. It has a running tune, it can idle, it can drive, but when I had that done, I only had the factory map sensor in there, so that can't read boost. So I have another one that can read boost. I'll put that one in and then someday in the future get it tuned, probably toward the end of September. But for right now, I'm just gonna pause the video, roll it outside, warm it up a little bit, and let y'all hear it. So I'll see you in a second. Okay, so it's out of the garage, right on the windows. Let's hear a cold start real quick. I just pushed it out. I didn't even start it. And so y'all can get a proper cold start. It is very loud. Obviously, there are 0 mufflers on the car. It goes straight from the headers to the turbo to out the hood. So here we go. And yes, it is very dirty right now. It rained while I was sitting outside the other day, so that's definitely why it doesn't look clean. All right. It's idling down right now. It sits about 700 to 800 on idle, so once it gets there, I'll go back out in the front. Almost there. You can see the gauge is working. 14.7 psi. AFR at idle, and then almost 20 vacuum at idle as well. That's really nice. And there it is. Sounds pretty good. So it took about 3.5 months for it to get to this point. I stopped working on it about 3 weeks ago, but I've been driving it around, getting all the kinks out of it, and so far, like I said earlier, all I found are the banjo bolt hitting the fender right here, and then some minor things that I could fix later. That's not pressing. Other than that, that intake is way too small. I gotta get a bigger one, an actual intake for this car. I just need to find a coupler that could extend out past the cam phasers so it doesn't rub up against them. And that's it. I did find out initially that the turbo was getting fed way too much oil. And when you feed a turbo with too much oil, it smokes, especially when it doesn't have coolant lines to cool it off, because it overpressurizes it and goes past the seals, and then it just starts smoking out the exhaust. You could actually still see some residue right there. So I got a oil pressure regulator by TurboSmart, so it consistently stays at 40 psi all the time. Whether you're at 80 in the engine or 50 in the engine, it'll stay at 40 psi, so that's really nice. Otherwise, everything else I had pretty much didn't have to modify. I mean, custom piping obviously. Got the bumper back on. I don't know if y'all saw that. I got the Mishimoto intercooler down there. Looking good, running good. Still can't get on it yet, so I'm not going to take it for a test drive on this video, but I could still go around town, pick up groceries, visit friends, but just can't go past 3,000 RPM because that's when it starts building boost. Otherwise, it's done. See it right there. Really excited. I was really nervous for a while. First startup scared the heck out of me because this banjo bolt that I was mentioning hits against the fender and it sounds like the engine's knocking for like 2 seconds, but other than that, I'm very impressed with myself. First time doing anything like this, and I'm very pleased. So y'all take care. If you have any other questions that I could answer, I've already answered a couple of them, but if you have any other questions or want me to make a full video of literally everything I had to buy for this, then just leave a comment and I'll do it. Y'all have a great day, happy Sunday, and I'll keep you posted after the official tune when it's properly tuned to where you could floor it on the street. I'll take a GoPro video of that later. So, but yeah, runs great, sounds great, no leaks, everything's resolved. Just got to get it tuned. See you later.